I'm Megan Dorsey from collegeprepresults.com, and I'm continuing my series of videos on high school course selection. In my previous videos, I talked about core academic courses, graduation requirements, and electives. And you can see I've filled in my whiteboard with those particular courses with a couple questions about maybe what we are going to add in today's topic of advanced courses. What I mean by that is different schools will have different options for students to take a more advanced or higher level course. In the area where I live, this is predominantly a pre-AP or AP for advanced placement option. But your school or district might offer the International Baccalaureate or IB program, or simply an honors course. In other words, any advanced course which takes the regular, say for example, English 1, and moves it up to a higher level. So although I have course names listed in on my four-year plan, I haven't indicated if any of these will be advanced courses. Here are the things that I would consider as we move through this question. First, we want students to push for academic growth. That means we want them taking challenging classes, and sometimes for some students that's a little bit uncomfortable. In other words, that growth comes when we push them to do a little more. And if you have a student who's a little reluctant or has other things on his or her mind that they'd rather do, sometimes that push to take an advanced class might need to come from you, maybe in consultation with his or her current academic teachers. Are you able to do more? Sometimes those advanced courses are more interesting, but they're not always right for every student. Not every student is ready for higher level work. It could be that those advanced courses just move too fast. Student isn't able to keep up. They can learn really well, but they need a little more time to process. Sometimes students aren't ready for the level of conceptual thinking that they will need. Or maybe they haven't developed their writing skills well enough, even though they love history, to keep up in an AP history course where so much of their grade is based on their ability to convey themselves through writing. I've also found some students who really just don't have the organizational skills to step up to that next level. Now, these are all things we can work on this year in order to take a more advanced course next year, but I want you to consider that. So it isn't just, am I interested in that topic? It isn't just, is the student bright? Is the student equipped for all of the demands that that higher level course will place on them? Some other things that you might consider are your strengths and your school policies. Not every school will offer an advanced course in every subject, and many schools put a limit on the number of advanced courses students can take. They're looking out for their students' success. They say, already our courses are preparing you for college. They're already at a rigorous level. We want to limit you to taking maybe 2 advanced courses per year, so you can still give all of your courses the time and attention they need. But my daughter attended a high school where if it was offered, she could take it. She could fill up her entire junior year almost with AP courses. But I will say you want to look at your strength. A student who is great in math may not be great in history. So it might be appropriate to take the advanced math course, but not the advanced history course. So look at your school requirements, but also look at your own personal strengths. Another thing I'd like you to consider is we want healthy students. We want them to be mentally and physically healthy. You need to look for the right balance. I can't say that there's a magic number. I have seen students who can take 6 AP courses in a year, make A's in all of them, make 5s on the AP exam, still have time for their extracurricular activities, friends, and everything else. It just works for that kid. I've seen other students who are staying up till 3, 4 a.m. They're literally making themselves sick mentally and physically because they cannot keep up with the demands of the 4 AP classes they have signed themselves up for. So you want to look at what's the right balance. And the answer for that is it really depends. It depends on the course, it depends on the teacher, it depends on your school, and it depends on the student. I can have 10 students and have 10 different answers based on each of them and their own strengths, weaknesses, and preferences. Here's the way that I like to look at this, both as a parent, but also as a counselor. Is the kid drowning? So sometimes we need to give students a little push to do a little bit more, but I don't want anybody drowning. If they're drowning in work, if your quality of life at home has taken a nosedive, if we're seeing unacceptable levels of stress, lack of sleep, and just difficulty in getting the work done, maybe we need to go in and talk about a different schedule, because I don't want to set students up for failure. I don't want anybody drowning because they took too many advanced classes. That doesn't mean we say, oh, you don't need to take any, or maybe we'll only take one at a time. The best way to make some of these decisions is to ask your child's current teachers. Are they ready to move to an advanced class? If they're currently in an advanced class and maintaining their grades pretty well, move on to the advanced class at this, similar level next course for the next year. So it could be, as you look through your schedule, that you say something like, we're going to go ahead and start with advanced geometry and biology. And you know what? You love history and geography, so we're going to take that advanced. And those are the advanced ones we're taking that year. You keep moving up. Spanish 4, that's finally an AP course. Maybe we add that. If you were successful here, you keep doing this. But you don't have to add in English. This is already a great load of advanced courses. But you tailor this based on your individual situation. Finally, in my next video, the last in this series, I'm going to talk about the difference between AP classes, dual credit, honors, or regular, which one's right for you, and how much do you need to consider grade point average or class rank when making that decision.